What's up, Mixer? How you guys doing tonight? We had the last kind of 2 days off. Scheduling issues with the holidays coming up. So we are back today. We have 12-ish hours of D&D and potentially some H1Z1 with the reset. It's a busy day. So let's get right into it. How are you guys doing? Back at the screen. You can see our party below us. We're going to meet them right now. So let's get right to it. Hello, adventuring party.
Hello,
Hello,
Mixer.
So,
Hi, Seb.
Spartans, to my knowledge, you have been the one pretty much getting this all set together, correct?
More or less.
So, why don't you give us the setup?
So, a while back we went to Wildreach as a group of adventurers on a Discord event, which was off-screen. We came across the Circle of Lands in the, I think it was the Millow, and we came across an Archdruid Ferric who gave us the Willow. Who give us a task of, solving this mystery of the corrupted pool, which is causing multiple animals and people who go there to fall asleep. And they don't want to move the bodies in fear of they might harm them. So they gave us the task of taking this on. So I've gathered up Amberwind, who is a druid, Autumn, who's still at Wildreach,
And a druid.
Sora, and a druid, Sora, who's also a druid, Broville, who is more or less the tank because Jace has seen him get hit multiple times, and he's a paladin.
He's seen him get hit. Therefore, he's
Multiple
good.
times. He's good. And Jace, who is a Weezard.
A wizard?
Yep. Right now, we're all gathered inside the guild hall, and Jace was talking to Allie about getting the poster for the bounty and going on mission.
Yeah, she holds it up to you. She walks over. She looks at it, taps her chin, comes back. I don't have one.
Why not?
Because they gave it to you, didn't they? I
Yes.
don't believe anyone ever gave Allie the new bounties.
Sorted.
I did? Okay. Hand you one. Ha! Just kidding. I'm here. How you doing? So basically, hands it to you. As she gives you a smile and nod and wishes you good luck.
Thank you. And then he rolls it up, puts it away with his other paperwork, and looks to the rest of the party. So, are we ready?
As far as I know, is there anything else we need to know about this place?
As far as I'm aware, and he looks through his notes. The Archdruid said more information may be ascertained once we take on the task, and we need to go see him. That's possibly where we're going to meet Autumn.
Possibly.
More or less. I told her that we were coming since yesterday.
Where did you tell her to meet us?
That I could not because I was running out of spell slots and I did not have enough words to use. Excuse me. Let's just go.
Facepalm.
Next
Oh, well.
time, if you are limited, start with that. So that is important information.
So,
So it will follow.
you guys make your way over to the teleportation circle. Tell Gavon where you're going. He has you all stand up. The arcane light begins to build. Taking over each room, flaring up, lighting as you guys, it swirls around you. And the spell fails. He blinks looking at you.
Something went wrong.
Yes. Apparently someone's on the circle. Sits down. Oh, usually only takes a few minutes. We'll wait a few minutes. Looks to all of you.
Someone's on the circle.
Yeah.
She steps off.
We can't, no, on the other side, dear.
Oh,
Steps out of the way.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're fine. It's going there.
Oh, okay.
5 minutes goes by. Yeah. As you get all get back on, again the arcane light leaving his hands, flaring at each of the signals. Again, the spell fails. It's very, very odd. Only 4 people today.
Fifth is supposed to meet us there. I wonder.
Who?
Autumn.
So here's,
Autumn's already.
I'll take care of this. And, you see his eyes kind of unfocus slightly. And Autumn, you get ascending. Autumn, it's Gavon. Are you happening to sit in the center of the teleportation circle?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my friends.
Send the. Can you please get off the teleportation circle so we can send them to you?
But if I get off it, I might miss them.
I promise you won't miss them. I'll tell them that you're there.
She slowly gets off the circle.
He looks back. Your friend was sitting in the center of the circle. And he begins to extend his hands as the arcane light comes off.
Thank
Each
you,
signal
Gavon.
flaring. He gives you a nod as he's muttering the incantation as the arcane light comes over you and fails again. Autumn Skippy comes jumping up the circle towards you.
Skippy!
Gavon mutters under his breath and casts a final time. This time finally sending you to the circle as Autumn is hugging Skippy on the other side.
She looks very confused. She's pretty sure she left him at the Nost.
It's Ferretkin.
It's Ferretkin. They appear where they wish.
Cuddle Skippy.
Fitzgibbons agrees.
So you're all in one of these kind of stone kind of domes outside of the city in the public teleportation circle.
Wow.
Hello, Autumn.
This place is beautiful.
You see like a bedroll and some half-eaten snacks on the circle. I mean, Autumn's been camping out since she's received the summons.
Autumn?
Sora.
Autumn! Hello.
Cuddles.
She hugs Autumn back. How have you been?
What? Sorry?
Oh, how have you been?
Okay. Been trying to get all my badges.
Did you manage to get some?
Badges.
Yeah, she has about 6 or 7 extra new badges. Like she helped an old lady cross the street.
Across the tree.
Yeah,
Across the tree.
she watered some plants. So she got a gardening badge.
Druid Scout cookies.
No, the Druid Scouts cookies. They tried to start them, but copyright infringement, obviously. They didn't want all the paladins to come beat them up.
Well, they also had a lot of pot involved, so it just kept giving people the munchies, so it was just a continual process.
So, where are you guys off to?
Looks to Jace.
Jace nods, looks through his notes. 3 druids, and just says, does anyone remember the way to the Circle of the Lands? In the middle.
Autumn fidgets. And then starts to run.
Is that a yes? Where's she
Wait
going?
up.
Autumn!
She knows. Follow her.
Skippy looks and gives you a thumbs up. Hanging out of Autumn's hair. Flopping in the wind.
Sora will follow.
Follow.
Okay.
Follow.
So as you guys, make your way over to the Terrific Willow, there's a number of druids kind of going through their daily, this is more in the during the daytime, going through their general kind of process, bringing up and making sure the leaves, trees are growing. You see a bunch of younger druids kind of learning the very basics of druidcraft. As Archdruid Ferric notices the group and begins to wander towards the kind of the outer wall, which is basically like a hedge wall, and looks towards you. Ah, then is it complete or are you leaving?
Leaving.
You're giving up already?
No, we're
Oh,
leaving
no.
to
He
go
laughs.
investigate.
He laughs. He looks and he's met Autumn. He's met Sora. He's met Jace. Has he met Amberwind? Or I don't think he's met Brawl, because Brawl's first time.
No.
No.
He didn't
Nope.
meet Amberwind, right? He
Nope,
looks
because
nice.
Pyra went before on the Discord adventure.
Nods his head to Amberwind. I am Archdruid Falk of the Circle of Forests.
I am Amberwind Brandywine, Druid of the Circle of Dreams.
I am Bravo Borali, the Paladin of Milil.
Nods towards both of you. So then, there's been more bodies shown up. We've not gotten near it. Since we offered the task to you, he kind of looks to make sure you guys. Jace, you have the circle right on your map.
Yeah, he holds out his map.
Yeah. Motions again to the spot.
Okay,
And that
so
is where
right
the
there.
ball is. Yes. Looks to the druids. Says some words in Druidic of like quicker paths there through the woods.
Sora nods.
Amberwind nuts.
Autumn giggles.
Was there? You said that there was more bodies showing up. Besides that, was
more
there
people
any?
came across it, obviously.
Is there any more information you can give us besides? You know,
No, unfortunately, there's not. Our scouts were not able to determine anything else.
So it affects both people and animals.
He nods. Even gnomes, so if it is a magical sleep, it is something very powerful.
one of my theories I was speaking to Sora about was one that Brovel mentioned again recently, which is the possibility of this being a curse, or maybe it's like some sipped into the water, poisons of sorts, and it's getting airborne through the plants. Is there a way to protect our faces besides covering up? Any better way to do such thing?
He motions towards the druids and kind of calls up the gust of wind that swirls around. If it's airborne, this could help if it was vapors.
Ooh, warding wind.
And there you go. And you have to say the spell to you. Look who's been reading their spells.
Yay.
Pats Amberwind.
He looks to the rest of you. Can anyone else do that? Because I cannot.
Amberwind raises a hand.
All the druids raise a hand.
But do you have it prepped?
No.
Amberwind actually has it prepped.
I do not. What level spell is that? Because I'm guessing it's different than Gust of Wind.
Second.
It's probably a new spell, maybe?
I will find it. I don't have it, but
Well, thank you for your time. Does anyone else have a map besides me?
No. And it is in Xanathar's.
oh, thank you.
Does Sora, Autumn, or Amberwind have a map?
Amberwind does
No.
not.
Sora does, I think.
Wait, didn't Amberwind get a map when we went on that one shot to kill the troll?
Yeah, but they're not like continent map. I mean, if you had a continent map, Spirits, you
Yeah.
would be able to see where in this it is. Scale. Remember how big Lake is.
Yeah. So he's just gonna hand his
Yeah.
map to one of the druids.
Yeah, Sora will take it.
All right. To adventure and discoveries, and hopefully not to our deaths.
Let's have some fun.
Go team, go!
Enjoy the dangers of the waterfalls, and rainforests, and monsters out there.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Speaking of that, and he looks to his party and is gonna like say, "Can you guys wait a couple of minutes as I prep something for us? Because this is a pool of sorts that's corrupted." And he begins ritual casting water breathing.
Alright. What sort of animals do you have around here, Archdruid Varric? More than what we've seen, or?
It's the jungle, dear. It's millions of animals that we can't even. Animals or insects that are everywhere. It's full of life.
Do you think maybe if this all succeeds, you might be able to help me to learn some more forms?
I'm sure some of my druids could show you.
Exciting.
They have a circle of dreams here, Amberwind.
I like dreams.
I think they do too.
Maybe I could visit there too
Just-
before we go back.
Perhaps. While we're
Maybe.
waiting. Oh, sorry. What did you say, Amberwind?
Oh, I said maybe.
While we're waiting, I have a stone that lets me teleport back here once, but how would I go about getting a pass, I suppose? Permission to teleport back here through the trees, should we need to come back?
If you complete the task, he kind of walks you in. Then he motions to a tree. You may use that tree.
Thank you.
He looks to all the druids. Should all memorize it.
Has Autumn climbed and hugged that tree yet?
Probably. Multiple times.
Already done.
Amberwind makes a mental note just in case, even though he can't do that yet.
Yeah, but as long as you've seen it in your adventures, you'll
Yep.
be able to know. So,
It likes when the wind blows through its leaves.
When the time passes,
Mhm.
water breathing on.
all right.
Shall we be started then? Jace,
Sorry, what?
should we get started now?
Oh, yes. I don't know the way or how to get there, and I'm bad with trees. So, yes, I got lost once, and I got attacked by a large sum of dire wolves, and let's go.
He might be slightly afraid of the. So, you guys begin to head out, and we're going to do one round of a travel adventure and mechanic.
Ooh.
So, what I'm going to say is, Spartanes, you're the one that put together the adventure.
Oh, I do?
So, you get to decide what, as you guys are traveling through the jungle, Sora and the other druids kind of leading through, the thick bush. What kind of encounter do you guys come across, Spartans?
So we're in a jungle, right?
You are in a. It's kind of like a jungle. It's think of like the redwoods, right? The redwood forests, but it was rainy all the time. A little bit warmer than it's like Southern California, like Anaheim weather, but rainy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, if it's like that, I don't think a pack of saber-tooth tigers wouldn't help, right?
I mean, they helped me.
Nasi. So, it's on fire, right?
I was thinking of like
It's,
a runner.
yeah, it's on. Well, no, because they have water, Nasi, so it's not on fire.
Yeah, I got rid of all my fire spells, Nazi. That too. So as as we're all being led by the druids mostly, Jace is probably in the back with. Jace's probably in the back. I think the group would come across. The only thing that comes to my mind is like a pack of saber-tooth tigers,
Okay.
and how they deal with that is, well,
Well, how do you deal with it? And each person, in the party needs to deal with it. I will narrate what the next step is. So you start.
okay. So the pack of saber-tooth tigers comes across us, and like it's in the back. So they stop and they growl and start moving towards us. And Jay starts freaking out, and he starts. I want to roll athletics to start sprinting ahead of the group.
Okay.
That's
So-
a
So Jace begins to run, and I mean, he's just he actually, it's the first time any of you have seen Jace be relatively athletic. As he sprints by you. However, those of us who own cats or has cats, you notice that all the saber-tooth tigers' heads snap to Jace and begin to chase him first. They run by you, chasing the one that's moving as fast as it can.
Seth, I have to ask, do we see the whites of his ankles?
You do see the whites of his ankles underneath his robe.
Scandalous.
So, next up, Epi, you were next to speak, so why don't you go?
Okay.
Jace is
So-
currently being chased by a pack of saber-tooth tigers.
Awesome. So, the whole I took a feat that allows me to give one command to animals. Called Animal Handler.
Uh-huh.
As long as I'm friendly with them, and this is Autumn. She's friendly with all animals.
But are they friendly with you, is the question. That you're about
So-
to get the answer to.
Autumn, you know what? I'm not even gonna actually make the attempt to make the command. Autumn's just gonna tackle one of the cats and go, "Kitty!" and attempt to belly scratch her. Can I make an animal handling check to see?
This is going to be, I mean, I will let your... So first I need athletics, you attempt to tackle the cat. And I think we have-
-1.
And I think we have these in druid forms. They're CR2 if I remember correctly.
They are.
So a 19 versus its strength. Yeah! Yeah! Autumn just sprints. And you just see from the back, Kitty! As she jumps up and grabs it. And then, the cartoon tumble down, dust and everything. She's on top of it and begins to scratch its belly. Autumn! Give me an animal handling.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Yeah, it begins to purr a little bit. Kind of like, swat your face because it's a cat.
She plays back. She's happy.
Jace is still being chased by the other four. And that will take us to...
Me?
Yeah, you, Craig. Go ahead.
I know it's a long shot, but they would pick up a stick and treat them like dogs and try to deceive them into chasing the stick instead.
Okay. Yeah, a loud whistle as Rebel picks up a stick. One just looks, watches the head going back and forth. As you give it a toss, it just starts running after it. You hear like something get knocked over. It brings back like a massive log towards you, all happy and proud.
Keep playing fetch with it.
It's give me a strength check to see if we can throw this thing. It's a big log. These things are large beasts. Jason's still screaming as he's being chased. Yeah, I mean you're not gonna get as far as the other one. This time it just kind of sits with it in its mouth, like looking at you, like, dude, really? You can't throw this even farther? Come on. So 2 of the cats are down, 3 are chasing Jace, and that will take us to we'll say Firefight for Last of Fallen.
Alrighty. I think that Amber would most likely be trying to figure out why the kitties are chasing him. So he would be trying to communicate on the level that he understands cats, especially since now he has the form. And
I'm sort of worried. So where is this going to go? I'm listening.
since Amberwind is the kind of person that openly communicates with animals on their level, he's going to try to incite the cats to try to figure out what their plans are and whether or not they actually plan on hurting Jace.
Okay, sure. You know, the one getting his belly rubbed is pleasant. The one that played fetch, is a little bit disappointed in Brabble not being able to throw the massive log, Highland game style for it. The other 3 pretty much look at it like white meat. So 3 chasing Jace want to eat him.
I would let Sora know this.
Okay, Sora, that'll take us to you as Jace is screaming, running around in circles, being chased by the saber-toothed tigers.
Okay. Sora would. She would, yeah. Yeah. She would, animal handling's already been used, though. She would, oh, gosh darn it. I didn't mean to click that, but I'll keep it. I'm sorry. What she was gonna do was try and do, like, appeal to him to make it seem to, like,
That he's not tasty?
that he's not tasty. Yeah.
Okay. So Sora begins to run over, and becomes in size, just gets in step with you, and starts trying to like talk to the cats. However, like she thinks it's like like she has like a small vial of skunk, we'll say. Skunk odor was about to spray you. What she doesn't realize is it's actually cooking spices, and she douses you like in spices, making you smell even tastier. Jace,
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
as Jace, you just hear her voice. Just play dead. Get in the ball.
Oh, I remember this one. And he he's going to this is a new round, right?
I'm saying, are you getting in the ball?
I was gonna get into the ball
Okay.
and try to
I got
deceive
you.
them.
I got you.
Okay.
So Jace tucks and rolls into it, and you guys watch for the next about 15 minutes as the cats just batter Jace around, playing with him. Because you guys did fail.
I think
Eventually
I
they
got
tire.
before.
He really has bad luck when it comes to animals battering him around.
So once the cats finally get are relaxed and are done, Jace, you finally stand up. I mean, you take a little bit of damage, but you're not like critical or anything, right? And
Yeah.
his robes are just completely shredded. He like, have you ever seen Macho Man like with the coat when he comes out and he has like, all the little tassels? That's basically all of Jace's robes. They're just all tassels from all the claw marks.
Are you okay, Jace?
First it was direwolves, now it's large cats.
But did you have fun?
Jace, make me a
But did you
Constitution save.
die?
Huh?
Make me a Constitution save.
Okay.
You were getting rolled all sorts of directions.
13.
He runs behind a tree. You all
Does that
hear
answer
him.
your question? He comes back, like his iris is twitching. I don't like that.
However, you have made it to the pool. As you look back behind the tree, you can see this, small crystalline, water lake. There's a small little kind of, it's a pond. It's no more than a water hole, maybe 25 feet across, each way, 25 feet diameter. And there's a small kind of, it looks like a waterfall. There's rocks there, but you realize it's not coming from a river. There are these two big trees on either side of the rock formation, and it looks like the branches have grown down, and the water from up top of the canopy is actually cascading down these trees and feeding this pool.
Alright, Jason's gonna cast Mage Armor, and he's gonna weave his shield just in case.
Okay.
Sorry.
After that attack.
How far away are the people around that?
You guys are about 100 feet away from the thing. You can just see it. So you're 100 feet away. They're all around the edge of the water.
Does it look like from where we are, we might need to get closer, but does it look like anybody's actually in the pool?
No. All on the edge. No one is drowning, to answer your question.
I would like to cast. Make sure to prep the ritual cast. As you know, we're starting to get closer. I'm gonna prep to do the right ritual. Detect poison and disease.
Okay.
As we're going towards it, do I start to notice any poison or disease or anything?
You do not.
Do they look like they were drinking or just near it?
You're 100 feet away. You can't tell at this point.
Okay.
Amberwind, when we get closer, could you edit your spell?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Chase,
Yes.
let me look. Just so I can make sure I have you make the right save.
My AC's higher.
Save.
Okay.
AC doesn't mean anything right now. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God.
+4.
+4. Okay.
Hugs, Paladin, buddy.
Hugs.
Oh yeah, he does that thing too. He just
I'm a
doesn't take
paladin
damage.
bully gets a piggyback.
Hold on, my sheet's loading. I don't know if I'm gonna get red box or not. Yeah, I did.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
So what are the rest of you doing as Jace? You have yet to notice whether Jace has been convinced of something or not.
Autumn just slowly walking towards it, trying to keep an eye out for, her poison and disease senses to tingle.
Sora's inspecting the bodies.
Okay.
We're almost
So
looking
you
into
get
the
close.
trees.
The trees, you see, a few birds and stuff, but nothing.
Okay, so the water is coming from way above.
Okay. So there's, to put this out for you, so if you're at the south end of the pool, okay, we're just gonna be north-south in terms of direction facing. All right, south end of the pool, you have a 25-foot diameter across pool, it's perfectly circular, clear water. You can see down to the bottom. There is this massive rock, which kind of curved in that has a waterfall, and on either side of the rock are these massive, kind of like redwood trees that go up for several hundred feet, and the branches on the two look like they've come down, almost forming like a V, and the water from the canopies that normally will sit up there is coming down slowly and feeding the pool. You can't see the top of the canopy. It's too dense.
Gotcha.
Do I see any animals nearby?
There's a couple birds. You see it, but they're pretty far away from you at this point. You see a snake. Somewhere out there. You're wondering if it's one of Jocelyn's snakes.
I have a question. Do you need this spell to be prepped to ritual cast it?
It depends on your class.
For druids, most.
Druids,
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
You on Redbox yes parts?
Yeah, I'm out. You said
Wisdom.
con? Wisdom. Oh,
Yeah. You swear you hear something, but you're fine. Sora,
That's me.
make me a perception check.
Okay.
as you do that, Jace is like, he turns around, he's like, what? Hello?
Hello.
No, not you. Hello, though.
You swear you hear. Oh, it's a moon one.
What's a moon one?
That's all you swear you hear.
I heard something too, Jace.
What are you two hearing?
I heard something say it's a moon one. They know that we're druids, or at least I.
Jace like goes over to the group and back to
This-
back.
So you guys moved up to the water's edge. To give you this sort of free, because there were people looking at it. A couple of them looked like they were drinking.
Sora,
Actually,
Sora's looking at the bodies. If it looks like they're drinking, it might be a medicine, but why hasn't anything come and eaten them?
You can give me medicine. Medically, they're fine. You don't know how the other part.
So,
Can I make a? Or go ahead.
using my herbalist kit, can I see now? Being very careful not to put my hand in the water. Use something to run a vial through the water.
Sure.
Can I see?
So give me a dexterity check to not touch the water.
Just straight dex.
Yep.
Points to the wizard. They usually have like.
Autumn's like careful, and leans over so far, like just all of a sudden you just see her go splash into the water face first.
Don't breathe, Ian.
I mean, technically she could.
You pop out of the water. Give me a Constitution save to make sure you could hold your breath. Well, you weren't expecting it.
I was about
Just the
to,
water. Yeah, you're fine. It was only DC 10.
was about to say if Autumn didn't pop right back up, Amberwind was going to use Thorn Whip and pull her by her ankle right back out.
When she comes back up, Jace just looks to her oddly and says, "That is supposed to be the corrupted pool, is it not?
Autumn nods and then
Why are you touching it?"
proceeds to wring her out into a vial.
So as you do that, you're not paying attention, but Amber, since you had said you were paying attention, Skippy's floating there, unmoving.
Oh.
Amberwind will go forward and use the head of his staff and ease Skippy onto it and bring Skippy to him.
Yeah, you get him over to the edge. Skippy, however, is out.
Autumn is now going to proceed to freak out.
Okay.
Well, we found out one thing. You have to
Autumn?
ingest it.
Autumn, it'll be okay. All right.
She looks to Sora, tears in her eyes, lip quivering.
Fitzgibbons kind of gives Bravo a little bit of a glare because Fitzgibbons was getting ready to give Skippy mouth to mouth just before Bravo said, "Oh, you have to ingest it." Skippy's like, "Ew."
That's okay. And then Jace is gonna look out of that over, and he's gonna see if there's any arcane property.
Are you trying to do the pool?
No, the
that's
body.
Probably clearly magical, or
No, the body.
Skippy's body.
No, the body that Sora was looking at.
There's you get there's some trace of arcane.
I'm gonna. Can I check the water using a herbalist kit to see?
Sure.
Huh. Sora,
Yes.
this is arcanely done.
Wisdom.
Can you tell what
Yes. No intelligence.
branch?
Of what school? No, but there's traces of arcane off this man's, or this person's body. Then he looks to the pool. The pool like reeks with arcane, right? Or no?
Yeah, it's. I mean, the druids will be able to tell you that this is, and given press history, this is a very kind of a natural magic location, anyways.
Yeah.
So it would be hard to really tell the changes, but it is magical in essence. You would be able to get that too. They'd be able to tell you that there's a strong natural magic here, so going further into the arcane properties of it would be nigh impossible, especially on a momentary glance. It would take study to really kind of. So, Autumn, everything that you run, this is normal enough water. Maybe give me a follow-up nature based on the arcane properties and stuff that have been said. This water in itself, in its base essence, the nature aspect of it, it's almost like a healing water. It has minor healing properties.
Jace walks over to Autumn and hands him several vials from his pouch. So actually, no, I don't have those. Never mind. I didn't get those.
She She looks a little bit frustrated and annoyed, and looks to Jace, and it's like, the water is fine, as far as you can tell, but it might be a spell.
Raffle's going to call out, "Hello? Do you know anything about this? We're here to help."
Jace is dumping his water skin. Can you fill this up? And he hands it to Autumn.
You hear back towards you. I feel tired.
What was that?
I feel tired.
You're tired?
I'd like to make a perception check, Seth.
Sure.
I'll help.
Skippy is still not moving.
Too busy staring at Skippy.
No, it makes sense.
It does.
Sorry, there's a red macaw sitting in the up in one of the things. Just called back.
She resists the urge to blast it with blight.
It's a macaw.
It's also no. It's because it was in connection to the last one she saw was the one that had the genie imprisoned.
It's
Remember?
a what?
I need your help. It says.
Oh, with what?
It just looks to you, tilts its head. Doesn't have an answer. Flies off. Give me a nature check, sorry. They tend to repeat things they hear repeatedly.
That makes sense. That was a red macaw. They tend to repeat things they hear if they heard someone calling for help.
Well,
Somebody had said it.
that's kind of eerie. And he looks around at the bodies around him.
What direction did it fly off?
No, just into the woods towards the north. It's just it didn't seem like it was trying to lead you at all.
Could you describe how the water's flowing into this again, Seth?
Give me one more. Say that one more time.
Could you describe how the water's flowing into it?
It's coming down from the pools of the canopy, down the trees and the branches that kind of almost form like a V, to this large rock that has it seems to have like a small coalescing pool, and there's a small waterfall into the pool itself.
Why don't we check out that rock?
I'd actually like to make a survival check on the ground up towards the rock to see if anyone's already walked up to it or has been going.
Still looking for tracks. As you guys approach, yeah, and then you check out the rock. That works for me.
Sora will help.
I will guidance.
Jace puts his water skin back because I don't think he got any of the water from. He's going to, as they're doing this, he's going to look to them and says, So, are the plants affected by this pool of water also?
Are you asking if the plants are asleep?
Well, no, I'm not saying if they're asleep or not, but like, if the water's been seeped into the plants and spreading.
Can put them asleep. Druids would be able to tell you that if they have the spell prep or spend slot. So a 21 and a 26. There doesn't seem to be any tracks where you would expect this watering hole to have tracks, from beasts in and out. They're only in, and nothing really going towards the rock itself.
Can I make a perception check to see into the water?
You don't need.
Like-
you don't need to. You can see the bottom in terms of perception. If you're looking for something more detailed, it'd be investigation. But yeah, you can see the entire bottom.
I'd like to make an investigation on the
Just
bottom. I will also say, well, if no one's walked up to this area, maybe there's something in the pool.
What you look at as you're looking in, I'll give you a general description. You see, the bottom of this kind of lake. There is this, there's kind of like the small little bits of aquatic plant life at the very bottom, and that's it.
Do we see any fish
You
or
do not see a
tadpoles or
single
frogs?
nothing
So there's nothing in the pool.
that you can see.
Sora would like to tap her staff and cast Speak with Plants.
Okay. So you're about around a number of trees, a number of plants. What do you say out to them?
Hello? Are you... Did you see what happened to the people that are asleep?
All you
the
hear is
animals.
snoring.
She blinks.
The
From
plants are
everywhere?
snoring. All the plants within 30 feet are snoring.
The plants are asleep.
Good call, Jace.
What? My name?
I like that same character, by the way.
I like it's in character too. The plants are asleep. Thank you for
Oh,
that
they are?
idea. They are.
One more retweet, and you guys all get advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Autumn looks to Sora and then to Jace. And I'm sorry, I can't remember anyone else's names. Sorry.
Amberwind.
Amberwind and Brock.
Grovo.
Sorry. And goes, do you think that it's been affected up there? She points to where the water's coming in the beginning. Then she points to the rock. There. And then she points to the pool. Or there.
Well,
I mean, Sora moves. Because it lasts 10 minutes, so...
Around everywhere around that would have you knowing your spell and how far they can see, every plant is asleep,
so,
including the two massive trees.
ooh.
Then it's not in the pool itself if the trees are asleep.
Brovel and
where is
Sora would see,
Well,
Jace.
So I could,
ex- explaining nature-wise, they tend to draw water from the nearest water source, you know?
yeah. Okay.
Jace just draws a line through some of his things inside his journal. That's another theory crossed off. So there's a waterfall, right?
Yeah, off a rock. It's not a very big waterfall, but you get it.
Jace,
8 feet tall.
Yes.
I believe you mentioned you would explain some of your theories once we were all together.
He's looking through his notes. Oh, right. So some of the theories that now that we're all together, there was several of them. There was the one that we spoke of, Sora, which was the plants that affect the water, which I just now crossed off, and that has been proven
And
true.
Then there's the second theory you had, Jace, which is you all have written 10 retweets and all have advantage.
We all have
Thank you.
advantage. Oh, I'm sorry, what? He
Cross
looks
that one
around.
off. He's like, 20 retweets is the natural 20s for everyone. And he looks at that one, stares it.
Who's putting these in my journal?
Fitzgibbons looks
Yeah,
away.
Fitzgibbon waves. And then looks away.
So there's that theory that we now checked off. We've checked for arcane presence, which is now there. We don't know if the pool is poisoned by someone outsider, and that's what I wanted to check on next, pointing up to the small waterfall. Because the river flows down into this area, we might be able to follow it back to maybe a source, if not, or at least check to see where it starts and where it ends.
The water is pouring down from the top of 2 trees. Alright, Seth?
Yes.
It's coming from above these 2 trees. Therefore, the water's collecting at the top of the trees and pouring down. It isn't that there's a river. It's collecting from rain on top of the trees. So at some point between it falling down on the top of the trees and then being in the pool, it's been affected by something.
So, based on Amberwind's understanding of nature and being from having spent a large amount of time in the Feywild and everything else, would the trees look like the rock might have fallen through the branches and that's what caused them to bow down?
This this was probably always like this. Like these trees are this rock, unless it was like iceberged, right? Like like a meteor that would probably level much of the area. Definitely didn't. It wouldn't have enough force to abode those tree branches. You're talking
Alright.
about like 500-foot redwoods, right? Like these
From-
things are these trees are massive.
From a druidic perspective, so religiously, what kind of significance would this place?
A healing pool would be massive significance.
Would the shape of the trees have like? I'm just trying to figure it out. Can I roll like a nature or
Sure, roll a nature and ask your question.
how is this a healing pool? You know what's the cause of it being a healing pool? Is it the shape of the trees? Is it the land itself?
The shape of the trees are just what seems to as you study this and you sit down and you know Jason's going through his arcane theories and you have Sora, Brabble, all looking around and trying to Sora's trying to talk to every plant that she can, even going out of the range where they can normally see, and the plant's just saying nothing's come through recently, really, and because they only have 24 48 hours knowledge. They're trying to be as helpful as they can. These two trees, these branches were specifically grown that way. They were shaped to help feed the pool. This seems to at one time, based on how well you rolled, this is probably in like an ancient circle area. Based on, as you look through, the canopy and the it's one of the few places in the canopy to look up that you can see the sky. Okay? And based on the way that it was shaped, you realize, even though it's not your circle, that a full moon would illuminate this pond. This is probably, whether it be a hideout or a, place of refuge for Circle of the Moon druids who are traveling.
Autumn's going to look at Sora.
It's not a grove, but it's kind of like a safe haven.
Autumn's going to look at Sora and then go, have you known Circle of the Moon druids, resting spots, safe havens, that kind of thing, to have magical defenses?
Did I sense any magical defenses or arcane
Not
presence?
with Arcana, but you can make a new roll.
Okay.
Sorry, are you questioning this? Because there was a story I remember. I don't know if you remember it.
I do. I think. I am questioning it though, because I think I do. Because
Perrin told you about the small refuge that was found in the Grin Woods. That when he was there, he stayed in. And the nature itself inside that little place was extremely enhanced. Again, it was an older Circle of the Moon kind of refuge. Granted, it had been long since not used before the events of the original tavern, so original canon lore storyline and timeline, but was there. We just never had other druids that kind of heard the story, because it was something that Perrin wouldn't have told, because he wasn't a druid and he was staying there, as a paladin of nature. So you would have heard that story, but there's not really magical defenses. They're just they're places that a druid can kind of heal and take refuge in, more so than like, I'm gonna defend here as this is my fort and I'm gonna hold off everything.
she would relay that information. Does this place feel like the Grove?
Give me a nature check. Jace, you don't sense any arcane
Like-
defenses,
Okay.
for instance. However, because you rolled a 30, I will give you something from your previous check that you did not obtain. you look back at the water, tapping your chin, and something extraplanar is definitely in the water, affecting it. You can't, because you haven't made the check for that, but you get it. There's something extraplanar affecting the water. The water itself has not necessarily been corrupted, but there's an essence there that's nigh undetectable. Based on your history of studying different planes, you can kind of get that it's extraplanar.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd have to do different more checks and go down that road. Sora, what was the question you had posed again? Just because I got on that one, I blanked for a second. What is the question I had you roll for?
She was at if it was like the Grove.
It's not like your grove, but it seems, and everything, similar to what Perrin told you. And Perrin told you before that there was an entrance that led underground to safety.
And the last theory I was taught, one that Brovel, which includes curse, but oh, this is a nice discovery. And he walks up to the water's edge, and he starts taking down notes. And new theories are written down.
Give me a free investigation check, Jace, as you're
Okay.
now literally actively studying.
No!
Oh, no, yeah, no.
Nope, you don't notice anything.
Autumn's gonna sit down, Seb, and she's gonna focus. And being trained as a druid, you get trained to listen to nature. And it tends to have a habit of telling you when things aren't right.
You hear snoring plants.
No. I'm going with the logic with this.
Freaky, isn't it?
Somewhere like this potentially may have not a guardian spirit, but it's watched over. It's sacred to druids. There's just something there. You just can't put your finger on it.
Yeah, so much similar to when Sparks falls asleep in Voice Channel, you hear snoring plants and animals. There's no sort of spirit. It's a good theory, but this is not something that has its
Okay.
use. Put it this way: the Circle of the Forest Druids. There's one of two logical theories to go on based on what they've told you. Either they don't trust you and didn't tell you about it, or this is older than they knew about. So it's one of the two. So either they didn't tell you, and you would figure that if there's a guardian spirit, they would have warned you of that, right? In theory, seeing you're doing them a favor. Or it's so old and there isn't a guardian spirit, that's how they don't know about it.
Autumn's gonna look to. Does Sora mention about the secret entrance?
Yeah, she shares everything that she knows.
Okay, because Autumn would share
Yeah.
everything about it.
As soon as she said that, I would start looking around for a secret entrance
Investigation check. Where are you looking?
around the
Jake.
rock.
Jace will stand up, and after his notes are done, he says, "Okay, new theories have been formed. There's an essence of an outer planes as substance within the pool. I can sense, given my knowledge of studying the multiverse of different planes and different areas, I can sense that. So it has to do with something with that. Either there is a rift inside the water itself causing this corruption is another theory. I came across a dagger that's led to the Feywild with a man named Bryce, and I studied that for some significant time when he allowed me to see it. That could be possibly it, but that was done through an item within a certain area, but that was above ground, not inside the water.
Autumn looks at him after he says that. And goes, the issue there is if this pool was connected to another plane, people would have been falling asleep long before then if there was a rift. Therefore, that means this is new. What the word?
What plane?
Well, that is what I'm trying to figure out. I can sense it's out of plane. I don't know which exact
You
plane
try and
it
give me
is.
another Arcana, since you only got that information because you rolled really high. And
Arcana?
You were not focusing on the pool.
I
Guidance.
will use my advantage looking at the pool.
Okay.
Guidance.
Guidance is what, D4?
Uh-huh.
14. So bad.
Inner, not outer. That's all I can give you.
It's what?
An inner plane, not an outer plane.
It's an inner plane, not an outer plane.
And do you Spartans understand what the inner planes are?
The inner planes are good.
Fire,
it-
earth, water.
Okay. Yeah, the elemental planes,
Air, yeah, the elemental planes.
and then the outer planes are all the other ones.
Yep.
Huh. That's an elemental plane. And he starts speaking in primordial. Curiously.
Ah, sure. What are you saying in primordial?
He just in primordial he just says, "Huh. Well, if you're an outer plane, I wonder which plane you come from." Like more.
You hear words and give me another wisdom save. And Rob will sit next to you.
God. No.
Do the rest of us hear these words?
Jace, you guys look over as Jace is speaking in primordial, and Jace just starts to take his hand and cup up some water
Nope.
and
Nope.
begin to.
Can I stop him?
You can
Would
give-
I
you
like
can
to
give
stop
me-
him?
You can give me an athletics check to tackle Jace to the ground.
Autumn's good at those.
Jace, give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
The halfling goes to tackle too.
Jace, just as you're about to get it, you're like, oh, this water does look refreshing. Whack! This 7-something foot dragonborn lays you out. You know, they go to instant replay, and they're looking for head-to-head contact. They kick it back to New York as they start discussing the hit, wondering if a suspension will come live on stream. As you know, for you, that memory of going to cup the water's gone. You remember looking at the water and then being laid out by a dragonborn.
Do not drink that water.
I have a question.
We faced one of these before.
I have a question.
Sure, I'm waiting for Jason's response of being tackled first.
Why am I on the ground?
You had been going to drink the water. That
Your hand
the
is
blow
wet.
down. We prevented you.
And your question, Epi.
Is there a way that I can see to drain the poo?
It's like a lot of buckets. And the ability to destroy both trees and the rock.
Well, I mean,
Please
has anyone got Creator Destroy Water prepped?
I do. I come from Cortia, the land of fire. I have that prepped, oddly enough.
Autumn looks at Ash.
I like to think because of all the fires, somewhere in Bogle's Woods is a rift to the elemental plane of fire. Now.
Right? They just come through and they don't
It
notice any different.
it just got opened because of all the fire.
They step through, and then there's a bogle who clotheslines them and sends them back into the vault. No. But yeah, Autumn's gonna look at Sora and go, Sora,
Autumn.
whatever's here is at the I suspect it's probably at the bottom of the pond. It's a lake or a pond.
It's more like a pond pool.
If it's
I-
anything like the creature that we faced before, it's got like a stupid amount of eyes and heads, and it'll dominate you and take over your mind and have you do weird crap. No,
Hey,
Autumn
I am not the
looks at her and goes, "We should destroy. We can put the water back, you know, but if we get rid of the water for now, it might solve the immediate problem. Then we have, you know, we figure out what's going on if there's anything at the bottom."
If there's a creature at the bottom that is living in the water, basically, and we destroy the water around it, it's going to anger the creature. Is there a peaceful way to do this?
Well, I mean, as long as and he stands up, as long as we don't consume the water, correct? We'll be fine, right?
Seems to be the working theory.
Well, we all can breathe underwater. I did cast that spell. I don't know if that would be helpful. Then we can enter and try to solve this either negotiably or we have to take out whatever is in there.
Autumn looks at Jace and goes, "Do you see any fish or frogs or any type of amphibious life in the pool?"
Give me an investigation, Jace.
Okay, I will give you an investigation.
If it was like that apple-looking thing, it led us to a cave, and
You
there's
see-
zombies inside there.
You
and
do see some frogs and some fish completely asleep at the bottom inside like all the plant life.
Oh, look at that! He points it out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pass that.
I do see some frogs and some fish at the very bottom.
I would say out of character, that would be very useful about now. Just saying.
That's why I was trying to look at it. Yeah, I would use that.
Nothing.
What does that do?
Nothing, because you have to be able to see it.
Since it was pointed
Fair
out about the extra planar energy,
Mhm.
would Amber be able to investigate because of his history with the Feywild to
So
be
going
able
down
to
the
see if
Feywild?
he?
It's
Give me a nature check. You would name the investigation to be nature, because you know the difference by spending time there. This is definitely not Feywild,
Okay,
yeah. I stated it was elemental planes.
but still, like, you could be tricked because they're all
you just tried to drink
Shadowfell-
water.
No, the Shadowfell and
Yeah.
Feywild are still inner planes.
Autumn is going to start to walk around the pool, and she's going to start looking for druidic writing. You know what I mean? If there's any hints on how to get into the sanctuary, and if it is at the bottom.
Okay, so give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna continue.
16's enough. You see something inside the pool. It's a fish that's sleeping. Would you like to know what kind of fish that is? Give me a nature check. Ten. I'll call that enough. That's a red herring.
Okay, I've taken the hint. So she looks at Jace and says, "Whatever you did, it got a reaction. So maybe step a few feet back and try talking to it again."
Am I going to have a large dragon bow and tackle me to the ground again?
If you get
Oh,
to the water.
Then no!
Bravo,
No.
since you're still over there looking, give me another investigation check. You rolled terrible the first time.
I'm gonna creep my way
Still
to
nothing. Sorry, man.
Yep.
the edge of the water, and I'm gonna
Okay.
study it for a short amount of time.
Jace, step back from the water and talk.
No, I'm not going to drink it. This is.
Give me a wisdom save.
Oh god.
I'm not going to drink it. Oh yeah,
Can I make a perception check? Because I'm watching.
you're fine. You swear you hear Aquan, though, since you pass.
Huh. You know, that's what I was going to take instead of primordial, but then I took primordial.
Well, primordial gives you all four. That's how you understand them.
Yeah.
It just depends on what your fluid.
Aquan.
Can I make a perception check? Because I would be
Um,
watching him.
I swore I heard Aquan, which means we might be dealing with
Nothing.
the water, the plane of water, the elemental plane of water.
It's that skullfish thing, I swear.
You're scaring me, Sora.
Sorry.
Can I make
I really don't like that thing.
a nature or an arcana? No, an arcana to see what the hell she's talking about. If I know of it.
Sure.
Is
It
she?
could talk. It could talk in your mind, and it dominated you and made you do its bidding and made you
You
attack
think
the
it-
party.
You don't know because you don't make the DC.
Based off of my experience, and study. Can I make one?
Sure.
Is it Arcana?
Yeah. Looks to see if you make the DC because you're close.
23.
Yeah, looks hold on. What'd you get?
23.
You know, you're initially led to think of an aboleth. Then you hear zombie, you know it's a neolith.
No. A mutilith?
Neolith. However you say it.
Neolith. Is that what you're describing?
Yes! Creepy skullfish.
Is it from another plane?
It's undead.
Totally insane. But with
Wow.
malice. Lots of malice. I think there's the skull of one back home.
It also turns people into zombies.
That too.
Everyone doesn't like that idea because of the fact that his faith is to Sahanin.
Okay, that leads me to
Bravo, another investigation.
another theory.
Guidance.
We
He's
possibly
another-
might.
Finally,
Have to-
because I gave you advantage on the third roll since you've been over there for canonically about an hour. You finally walk around to the front end of the rock, and you see that there's a small, like, ledge, and seems to be like a slightly opened rock wall. It looks like a door that's been left open slightly.
Call everyone over.
Yeah, Jace walks.
Yes, Bravo?
Autumn carries.
All of you see it immediately as you go to the side, and he's pointing it out to you.
Is this the probably the safe haven area you were talking about, possibly underground?
So
Is there-
looks similar to what it was described.
Is there any writing?
Similar.
There's like very little light and very little room for there to be writing.
Wow, how did we miss this for so long?
It's easy to miss, actually. It's the whole point of it.
Druids.
No, that's just Amberwind.
If you
Amberwind's
see
like,
the 17
wow,
Yeah,
it
if you
took
see
us
the actual 17
forever.
With great practice.
Autumn then looks at everyone and goes, but I mean, he's speaking Aquan to the pool, and that's happening. So, is
They
this
can
and that two
communicate
separate
telepathy.
things?
If I had my guess, I'd say that the Neolith creepy guy, Skull's fish, is down there and has sequenced itself away. It's buried under the pool, and because of what it is and its general nastiness, it's leaking up into the pool and affecting the area where it is. But that's just me.
Yes, that's also
So, sword out, I go first. Jace second, so he doesn't fall back into the pool.
me. Why am I going second?
Amberwind
So-
speaks using silent speech into Jace's mind and goes, the water's not as delicious as you think.
Okay, I'm going second. Let's go.
So,
Yeah,
give me an
I'll open the door.
acrobatics.
Me?
No, Bravo first. You're fine, Bravo. Jace? Jace splashes into the pool, into the water, getting knocked into the waterfall. Jace, Constitution save.
Oh God. 12.
Pops out. Ah! Just scutters up and into the hole. Soaking wet. Who's going after Jace?
I guess Amberwind will.
Acrobatics? I know. You're small. You can just walk in.
Yay!
I will prestidigitate myself dry.
Okay. We'll do Autumn next.
Autumn will wild shape into a giant frog,
Okay.
and then use the frog's long jump. Just jump over the gap, be like, and just hop around.
Okay. And then Sora. You're
Acrobatics,
big and
huh?
bulky.
Yeah.
Boggle mouse.
Boggle mouse. Oh, wild shapes. Oh, but I don't know how far it is. Oh, but
There's no gap. It's just a ledge.
oh.
It just goes
You
underneath the water.
You have big, clunky dragonborn feet,
I do. I do.
and your head's like scraping the top. So,
Yeah. Acrobatic, you said?
yep. Or you can, you can take a key from Epi.
I probably should take a cue from Epi.
You don't hear that often, do you?
No, I don't. It's a new sensation. Yeah, she'll shift into. So, actually, it's probably not very big. Hulk and crab wouldn't fit, huh?
No.
Okay.
Boggle mouth.
Boggle mousing it.
Let's boggle mouse it.
All right, little boggle mouse scurries inside. So,
Is
you guys
is
come down
Amberwyn
this-
still carrying Skippy?
I know. Or did you leave him at the water's edge like everyone else?
Amber was taken, or would have taken Skippy with, because Amberwind wouldn't have left Skippy just on the end of the staff or on the ground.
No, you took him out of the pool
Fine.
and on the
Yeah.
ground. So you carry. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You're a small creature. You're fine.
No school.
You walk down.
Autumn would have probably taken him. He's probably now an
You
Autumn's
can't
head.
carry because you're a frog.
True.
So you guys come down this kind of stairway, and there's this circular room. The stairway, we'll say, is at the south end. Just going based on the way you're entering rooms, okay? The south end of the room has the stairway that leads back up to the waterfall. There is this kind of circular room. Dusty, walls all around it, and then there is a single door and a stone chest in the center of the room. Welcome to the actual first puzzle. You guys just played in the foyer for an hour and a half.
I can live with that.
I know you can.
Can everyone see in the dark?
Single door, stone chest in the middle of the room.
Alright, so let me do this. For
don't
everything
think
else, I'm gonna make a page here,
Thank
Okay.
you.
and
I don't-
I'm gonna put it here. So just for you guys. This is for stream because I don't want. Stream's not gonna see the drawings, so that they can't give you the answers.
Amberwind, if it's dark inside, will go ahead and cast Dark Vision on himself.
That's not what I want. It is dark inside, yeah.
Everyone can't see, huh?
So you have a circular room. You have the stone chest in the center. On the south is the stairs.
Are you drawing,
And you have a
Seb?
door. Yes, I did.
We
You
can't
guys-
see it. You're on
We
the
can't see
player.
him.
No. I'm drawing on the wrong map.
Uh-oh.
I was drawing on your Rose Harbor map.
Oh, no!
Your Rose Harbor map now has.
Circles and squares.
The
Check it
long
out.
hallway. The long hallway is where we came from, right?
Yes, that's where the stairs.
And was it said in character that can anyone see?
There's the stairs. There's some people already have dark vision. So there are your stairs. You have a circular room. You have your chest.
Does the
Autumn.
chest have any words?
Nope, it is a stone chest that seems to be melded in to the ground itself.
Autumn's going to revert and go all Jedi on this and just meditate on it. Not on top of the chest, but just sit there and think about this.
And Bravo will walk over to the other door.
Is Sora tall enough to fit in this room?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
domed up. It's we'll say 15 feet because you're a dragonborn. It was going to be 10, but then you couldn't stretch your arms out if you needed to.
Jace looks to Emberwind and says, "Can you see at all?"
I can now.
They cast dark vision on you.
Amberwind has it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna pull out a torch.
Can you... Sora would shift back. Can you see?
I can see fine.
Oh,
Can I
you
hear-
change out the sounds for stream.
Can you see?
Jace,
Sort
can
of.
you see?
And you hear
Oh,
like
yes.
dripping water, and there's a small layer of water on the ground, maybe a couple inches.
Jace begins making making a small little shape out of some of the water, and then freezes it.
As
With,
you
um,
freeze it, it does not freeze.
Guys,
Yes, just
just for you guys to know, he used the water shape as a cantrip. I can move the water around, but I cannot freeze it.
To answer your mixed question, yeah, Fallen.
Yay, new forms.
I don't think it has a sheet, by the way.
No worries.
We'll
I'm just
look.
adding it to my sheet
it's-
itself.
It is in the SRD, as far as I know.
What CR?
1-4? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1/4.
You already have it.
Okay. Just double checking everything.
So I'm gonna look slowly around at the walls. Is there anything on the wall? Writing, images?
Give me a perception.
I'm doing the same thing at the door.
At
The
the
door is. It looks like a door, Bravo. Like from far away, you get up to it. It's a stone slab. There's no handle. There's no way this moves.
can I
On a 17, just to answer this first, and then you can. There might be something on either side of like. I'll give you guys arrows. Give me a second. Either on this one. Looks like there's one there. There's one there, and then there's. Looks like there's something. Like above the door.
Seb, you realize you've just drawn a really fat cat, right? It's eating its fill and it's lying down. It's just morphed onto the floor.
I want to investigate to see if just in case I want to see if there's like anything that could potentially block the stairway from behind us.
Did you give me an investigation?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like anything.
Autumn's going to point out the two different things on either side of the
Three.
door.
Yeah, and the one above the door.
3, sorry. And she's going to go over to the one on the left. If anyone wants to look over the one on the right above the door.
Amberlynn can.
Bravo's at the door. Sorry, go ahead, Sora.
Sora would like to look at the chest.
So yeah, it's a stone chest.
Does it have a keyhole?
It does not have a keyhole.
She would like to tap it.
It is made of solid stone.
While she does that, Jace is gonna study the water. Is it the same from the pool above us, or?
Give me investigation. Yeah, definitely the same water.
So what would you want for looking at the things on the walls?
Oh, are you gonna like try and uncover it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you went to the left one, right?
Yeah.
You see warriors or adventurers. Without weapons or items. They look their backs to the door.
Warriors / adventurers without weapons or items.
Okay.
As soon as you take the time, yeah. Once you uncover it, it's easy.
She looks over towards the other two.
Rob, are you clearing the one above?
Yes.
You see, just take this. You see the chest closed.
And Amberwind will check the one on the right.
You see.
While you guys are doing that, Jace would inform all you of the water that's on the ground, and that's the same from the pool above. And then it reminds you all you have water breathing, so if we somehow get submerged, just breathe and don't drink the water.
Don't breathe in.
So when you uncover that, you see the chest open with items in it, like there's swords, everything else, and then they put their last item. One person's putting an item in it.
Chest opens with items in it. One last person putting the items in.
Okay, so I have to ask: are druids known from writing from right to
Right.
left? Seth, are druids known from writing right to left?
It looks the way that you came down. This is going. You guys came, and I'll freehand this. You guys have been traveling in this kind of circular motion down,
Ah, I see how it works.
rather than a page. It's telling a story.
Autumn's gonna walk over to the chest, gesture for people to step like back, and check if the lid can be lifted.
The lid's already open.
Oh, then she's gonna start putting her stuff in it.
Okay, what do you put in it? Everything?
Her magic items and her weapons.
What about? Do you have a backpack?
She just put her entire backpack in.
Okay. Okay. The door to the stairway shuts. A stone, a door appears. You are now inside the room with no exits.
Jason snaps his fingers and looks at the stairway. I knew it!
You knew what, Chase?
Oh, I was looking for something that might close the doorway entrance, and it did, but I couldn't find anything at the time, and now it did.
Why
He
didn't
points
you
to-
tell us that so we could look at it and help you? Instead of just saying that you had discovered it when Autumn here did the work.
Well, I had my
Hello.
assumptions.
But yeah, Autumn looks at everyone. We should really put our items in the chest, I think. It's the only way to get through to the next door.
Everything?
Everything. No, this is a sanctuary, so no weapons. Nothing offensive.
Bravo will put weapons, magic items, and backpack in. What about my armor?
They seem to be in their armor.
Hold on. Just,
Sora would like to look and see what else is inside that chest that's open. Besides the stuff that Autumn and Bravo put in.
Nothing else. It was empty. You would look. You already known that knowledge from looking at the chest earlier.
Okay.
Completely empty.
Again, this place is a sanctuary. You wouldn't have any need for weapons in there.
I don't think people get here to burn it, so you may be right.
I'm gonna walk over to the chest, and I want to check it for arcane properties.
Sure.
Autumn grins over at Sora and goes, "It's too wet to burn anything, anyways."
Clear your eye arcane.
Do not
Natural
tell
magic.
people.
Natural magic, however.
Okay, natural magic. He just says, well, this is natural magic. Are we going to be able to get our items back in case we need them?
We'll get them when we leave. Most likely. It's
Are you sure? They're not going to disappear.
not 100%, but at least you'll be alive.
As this is a sanctuary, it's doubtful that when we leave, our items will be removed.
But everyone here has to put the items in.
Once the chest is closed, the door, they will be able to continue.
Autumn and Bravo have already put their stuff in. Your nature for what, sir?
Jace mentioned it was natural magic.
Oh yes, very strong natural magic.
Hang on.
You still, it's just something that's not within your realm of knowledge. The spell itself.
I'd like to roll nature to see how if it's like really old natural magic.
Sora, on Sora's roll, she can tell you it's very old.
Very old.
Autumn looks at the others and goes, "Please respect the creative custom. Put your stuff in the chest."
Sora puts your stuff in.
Okay.
Jace puts everything in except for his spell book.
Okay. Amber,
Autumn,
follows suit.
Autumn frowns at us. He said, "Be right back." Thanks.
Those problems.
No, Fallen also said, "Be right back."
We'll say that Amber puts everything in, but Skippy.
Oh, Autumn would have taken Skippy back.
As everyone has all their items, so to Autumn, all you have is your armor on, correct?
Yes.
Sora, the same. The only thing that you have on your person is your armor.
That is correct.
Okay. Now, mind you, that means no focuses. They're fine. Rob will do the same.
So, Jace with his spellbook.
Everything but the spellbook is in there.
Autumn's staring at him, waiting for him to put the spellbook in.
What?
Put the book in, Jace.
But it's my
Jace.
book. I've had it since I was little. I don't want to.
You'll get it back. Just put it in and close the lid. Or would you rather starve to death in this room?
He slowly reaches into the chest, puts his spell book slowly in. Moves his people's stuff around and puts it at the bottom so it's safer.
Okay. Rob, well, you don't have your holy symbol on either, right? All you have is your armor?
No, I would have kept the holy symbol to begin with.
Alright, as Jace puts his book at the bottom, nothing happens.
And I put the holy symbol in.
As soon as you do, the lid snaps shut to the chest. You all look at it as the chest turns into water and everything vanishes. And then the door at the north seems to just turn to water and cascade away.
Autumn doesn't freak out.
But
Sora would like to move forward.
Autumn will walk with Sora.
Bravo will walk as well.
Again, you kind of come down your way to a secondary circular room. This time, you're entering from over here. As you know, you came down this way.
my
From
book.
the first one. There is another door. Nope. Draw sheet. There's another door over here. There is a pool of water here and here. There are two pools of water. There is a pedestal here, and there are two jugs, different sizes, right there. Now, what you'll notice is, so let me label all this out for you. So you have water.
That looks like.
Yep, water. Door. We'll call it an altar. Two jugs. The entrance. And what you'll note in the circular room, the water is almost like as if it's being water shaped. It forms columns of water that seems to go into the roof and come from. You have no clue where.
The water is only in the pools.
Yep. There's a little bit of water on the ground. Seems to be seeping in from natural elements.
Okay.
The water is basically there.
Walk over to the door and check around the outside to see if there's writing again.
There is no writing.
Sora would like to check the entrance.
The entrance that you came in at, yeah, just normal.
Autumn would like to see if there's any instructions on the altar.
In Druidic, it just says, present the proper offering.
Autumn looks to Sora, since she's a moon druid, and goes, do you know what this means?
She was looking at the entrance.
Yeah, she comes back over, looks at the altar. It doesn't queue up anything, unless you want to give me an investigation check for any other rating.
Yeah.
I would also have.
I'll investigate also.
You have none of your items and no of your focuses to get down here. We had you follow suit with everyone else.
Yep, no worries.
Amberlyn, they're kind of broken from and worn from time. You see that there are symbols. The front where the writing is has water, symbol of water. There's fire, there's earth, and there's air. There are 4 symbols. But obviously, based on everything with your investigation in Druid, the offering is definitely water. And you're probably looking for a specific number of gallons.
Amberwind will inform the rest of the party of his findings.
Water, my favorite element.
So you need to figure out how many gallons need to go in there, which would probably be putting in and taking out in the course of things.
Is there water in... Okay, so both of those two things have water, right?
They're columns of water.
Oh, okay.
And 2 jugs are different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any more images?
Nope.
I have an idea of what might work, but I don't know.
Are the columns the same size?
Yeah.
Sora looks to Bro.
You can stick your hand in, Autumn. It's nice. It's nice, a little chilly water.
Is it nice chilly water like put you to sleep, or natural water?
Didn't drink it, so it doesn't need to find out.
That's true. Good.
Is this like a scaling system of sort?
I would
My
imagine
s-
so.
My suggestion is to fill the large one, take that water, fill the smaller one, and place the large one up.
Wait, hang on.
I would suggest Sora do it because she is a moon druid.
So,
Okay.
let me get this right. So, you fill the large jug out of the water. You then fill the small jug with the large jug. And then you put the small jug on the altar? Or the
Large jug.
Okay.
Well, there's two of these water sources. Does that mean that there's a limited amount of water in each one, or?
They're columns of water.
That way you
Excellent
can
ending.
keep going.
They seem unending? Okay.
That way if you get it wrong, you can try again.
I hope so.
So you try that, Sora?
Yeah, Sora will try.
And you put the small or the large one on.
The large one.
You put it on, nothing happens. You want to try the small one while you're here?
Might as well.
Take the large one off, put the small one on, nothing happens.
Put them
Do you
both
want to
on?
investigate them?
Mhm.
Give me a check. They're definitely different sizes.
She holds them
Odd,
out. Could you
can Odd,
Yeah.
someone look at these? They're different sizes, which are really neat. But
They are not intimidated by you. They're jugs. One looks about 5 gallons, and the other one looks about 3 gallons.
Sora fills them both up. She places them both on the altar.
Nothing happens.
does the altar look like it's got a bowl in it, or
Nope.
is it just a flat altar?
Flat altar. Not 4. I said 3.
Autumn kind of looks at Sora and goes, "Are you meant to drink them?"
Based off our experiences with the water above, I mean, that the first cave system that we came through had similar
So-
water.
Since I know Sora, you take the small jug, and I know you would want to try this. You splash it into the column water, and it just coalesces back into the column water.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
You're welcome. I already knew you didn't have to ask.
Can I try, I guess, another theory? Because I'm curious.
Yeah, so you guys reset the jugs. You kind of splash them water bucket style back into the columns, and they recoalesce.
That's really cool.
Can I move the big jug? Take a big jug of water from.
Well, Sparks
top-
wanted to try something first, so let's
Okay, sorry.
let him
So-
try, and you can try then.
I'm gonna put the big jug empty on the altar,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go and grab or use a little jug, the 3-gallon one, to fill it up
Fill
full
it
of the
up.
waters,
Yep.
and then dump it into the big one.
Okay. Nothing happens yet.
Well, that didn't work.
I keep doing it. Because you
So
said
what?
yeah.
You want to refill the small jug?
I'm going to take. Hang on. I empty the jug back into the water, right? I then
So
put the
you-
big jug.
Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Large jug. Just so that we know
Currently the-
where you guys are at. So right now they're both at 0, right?
Oh,
You
Oh.
reset it.
I have an idea. Again,
Before
Abby's gonna
Or-
go first because he's next. Right now, should you empty them and reset it, or do you leave it where it was?
I empty and reset them,
All right, they're both at 0.
I put the big jug on the altar.
Let me just. I'm just gonna make numbers. So. All right, you put the big jug on the altar.
I then, with the small jug, start to take water from the one on the top, the top column,
So
and then
you
I
fill
put it
it?
into. I fill it and then empty it into the big one. I then go to the bottom altar, the bottom column, and then fill it and put it into the jug.
So you then have 5. And 1. Nothing happens.
I then go to the. I keep doing it.
They can only hold
Bit by
5.
bit.
You can't pour any more in.
Oh.
It stays in the jug.
I then pour some of the large jug into the small jug.
So they can take 2, so that makes the larger back to 3, and this one to 3.
And I then put them both on the altar.
Nothing happens.
No.
So
Can-
this is setting. Spawn has another turn, so we'll do Fallen then Spartans.
Alright.
Okay.
Amberwind will start off by dumping out the large jug.
Yep,
He
I
will
first
fill up
said it.
the 3-gallon jug.
Okay.
He will pour the 3-gallon jug into the 5-gallon jug.
Okay.
He will fill the 3-gallon jug again and pour that into the 5-gallon jug.
Okay. Yeah.
He will dump out the 5-gallon jug,
Okay.
pour the 1 gallon into the 5-gallon,
Okay.
fill the 3-gallon jug again,
Okay.
and he will pour the contents of the 3-gallon into the 5-gallon.
The altar kind of shimmers, and the door at the far end melts.
I did a thing!
Well done.
4 elements, 4 gallons.
Nice. Sort of.
And
I
I
think-
didn't even
I-
have to kiss anybody.
I think Fallen has done that puzzle before too. It's a really simple logic puzzle.
Well, also, Amberwind does a lot of things involving food and drinks because of being halfling.
So you move down one more level. So we'll just put your stairway is coming this way. Large door. There is a big in the center of this. Change the color just so Sora doesn't have any PTSD. There's
Yeah.
a large tree in the center of this room. And a door on the other side.
Jace points to it. And that I cannot.
That you cannot what?
That I cannot deal with.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, it's a tree. I'm all king.
He's afraid of nature.
Who said that? And he looks around.
The bark on the tree kind of forms a face out of it.
Hello.
Tackles the tree and hugs it.
He runs away.
Ah! Personal space! Personal space!
Tell me all your
Amberwind waves.
stories!
Sora
Amberwind
smiles.
waves excitedly.
Yeah, the
Trouble.
eyes kind of opening up slowly. Sure. I've never been here before.
Jace is hiding behind Sora.
No, we haven't. It's
The
good
the
to meet you.
door becomes behind you becomes stone.
We came here because everything above ground is falling asleep when they go near the water.
He yawns. It is kind of tiring down here.
Oh, Autumn literally slaps him. Wake up! Tell me all your stories!
He kinda-
Autumn, please move away from the tree.
No! It's a talking tree!
One of the trees just the branches comes down and literally grabs Autumn up off it and just suspends her in the air by her foot.
It's
Autumn
a talking tree that you're
laughs.
assaulting.
So then you shall pass my test.
I certainly hope so.
Oh, I
Sure.
would hope you pass the test, otherwise you die.
Autumn frowns.
There are 3 riddles. You may only answer once for each riddle. If you get 3 correct, I'll let you into the sanctum. If you get 3 wrong, the water will come up and drown you.
Autumn asks, is this why people stopped coming to the sanctuary? Because you kept threatening to kill them? You're not going to make friends that way.
None of you are from the right clan.
She points to Sora. Circle of the moon.
But not of the clan.
Not of the clan.
What is
What
the clan?
You don't answer. You have not answered my riddles. You don't get to ask questions yet. Are you ready
For death? No.
for the riddles?
Oh, yes.
Riddle number 1. It is always beneath you, and where liquid goes over the edge.
It is always beneath you and where liquid goes over the edge.
Nobody answer until we all agree on the answer.
You see the riddle now?
Yeah, I see it.
Well, that can be a number. Anyone have
So
any
You
ideas?
guys can talk back and forth just when you have your answer.
Okay, my only idea is Earth, because wait, no, 3 riddles, so therefore that would mean isn't like last one.
What'd you say? It was what was your what was your you
I was
happy?
thinking it was gonna be Earth, but we've already done 4 elements, so maybe not.
Just deal with them as the riddles are on their own. These are literally pulled out of the deck.
Where liquid goes over the edge could be a lip.
But what's always
But it's
beneath
not
us?
beneath us.
All right.
Where liquid goes over the edge. That's the key moment, because there's multiple things that are always beneath us. Well, it says beneath you. Can I? Because this is Jace, can I make an intelligence check to try to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sort this out.
I'm back. Sorry.
Come back. We have a
It's
riddle.
probably two words, one from each. And put
2
together.
words, 1 from each. Okay.
So like the first half of the word is probably the first clue, and the second clue is probably the second half of the word.
I tell you guys that information.
You explain that, Jace?
There's 2 words, one from the first part, and then there's a second word that goes into the second part of
And
the
they
riddle.
form one word.
From World War.
Form 1 word, yes.
What's
always-
always beneath you? Like
And where liquid.
roots or earth?
No, because Seb's explanation there is that 1 word from the first bit of it, and then 1 word from the second bit of it,
And are put together for the answer.
they're put together for the answer.
And this
Yeah.
this one, for instance, is 1 word. Some of them are 2 words separately. This one is 1 word. I'll give you that clue.
It's always beneath you.
Bravo did say that the possibility for the second word is lip, where liquid goes over the edge.
But
That's
Well,
a
look up-
Your
possibility.
lower lip?
no, but is Seb, by that explanation, sorry, is it the words in the riddle itself, or is it potential answers?
They each is a different clue to give you a word. And those words
Okay.
you put together to make the answer. So like think of it as 2 riddles that give you the together, they give you the answer to the overall riddle.
Like if it was lower lip, the first one would give you beneath you, so it's lower, and then
It'll
water
be
goes over the
lower
edge,
lip.
lip.
But those are 2
Yeah.
that's 2 words, that's obviously not the answer.
Right.
I will give you one
Alright.
final clue. Think of up top for the second one. How did you enter?
In the south.
No. How did you
Through the
enter?
ground.
How did you?
Steps.
Yeah, you're behind. When you first entered the Druidic structure, when you were by the pool, you went behind a
What fall?
Stones.
Waterfall.
fall is the second word. I'm helping you out a little bit there. on the first one, so you can. This is the first time we use these cards, so I'm giving you a little help on the first one. So the second word is fall.
Downfall.
So it's something fall.
It's always
Downfall?
beneath you. Down is beneath you.
Is that our answer? We only have one answer here.
Beneath you is down.
Yes, it's the motion down where the liquid goes over the edge. And
You could also say groundfall or landfall.
Landfall. Yes.
But the ground isn't always beneath you.
Yes, it is. No matter how high you go, it's going to be beneath you. And if
Even
you
if
go
you're
under the
underwater.
ground,
It's crust.
even
Uh,
even if you go underground, it's still going to be beneath you. If you're lying on your back with your feet in the air, maybe not.
Beneath, remember, beneath is always towards the center of the planet.
Yeah.
Direction doesn't matter.
So groundfall. Is that what we're going with?
Because I could
Well,
be talking this
the
out.
ground and land are two different things, by definition.
Downfall, groundfall, landfall.
Which answer do you go with?
let's take a vote. I say downfall.
I think downfall as well.
Amber?
I'd like to hear what Sora has to say.
Source.
Three options technically.
It's either downfall, landfall, or groundfall.
Yep.
That's our decision so far, unless you can come up with a fourth.
It's always beneath you. Land is always beneath you, but if you're looking at it from that sense, what's beneath you is always looking down. I'm not sure. This is like a 50-50 answer. Guess, demit. Which isn't really ideal.
Following Titanfall.
Beneath-
Massive
yeah.
Titan lands. Ready for combat.
I'm so confused.
It's a game.
Yeah.
Okay. I say land.
Okay.
But-
Amber.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I think everyone's holding on to Sora right now. Apart from Autumn, she's been held onto by the tree.
Jace looks to Bravo, Bravo, and he just says, I mean, this is a druidic place. That's the only other reasoning for landfall I can think of, which isn't.
And everything else so far has had a lot to do with nature and the elements and all that.
So what is your answer?
I'm holding on because Sora said hold on.
I think she had the AFK for a second. That's why.
I was hoping that she wasn't praising hold on.
No, I wasn't. I'd answered.
Yeah.
No worries.
So you're going with landfall, Sora? That's your vote?
Say it again.
You're going with landfall as your vote.
Yes. Unless someone has a reason otherwise.
Autumn.
Honestly, I don't know. It could be so many other things too.
Puts a shot clock up on for future riddles.
I have another option to really confuse things.
Sure.
did you?
What is it?
Footfall.
Oh no, that makes so much sense.
It could then, yeah, because it's always beneath you.
So what are you guys voting on? I need an answer.
I'm gonna go with footfall because that makes so much more sense. Because you're
Sure,
it's-
let's go with that one.
All right.
Yeah.
So who says it out loud?
Sora will.
You fail the riddle. Shakes its head. No.
What was it?
Landfall.
I was right. Never right.
Damn.
It's all Epi's fault.
We should just stuck with
Second
our.
riddle. Both Sod and Gang's area and armed conflict.
Both Sod and Gaines area.
And this is 2 words. Not one put together. There's 2 separate. Again, two each is a riddle. They
Sod?
the answer.
Sod and gangs. Then armed conflict.
I might know this one.
No, you have
If
to.
you have an
Yeah.
idea, by all means, call it out, and then people can discuss it.
First part is turf. The second part is war.
I have to agree with that one. That makes sense.
Let's go
Makes
with it
sense to me.
because I have no idea.
So,
of
Rob, are
anything.
you calling it out?
Bravo calls it out.
He laughs. Good answer. Good answer.
You can color him. That's really cool.
That is cool.
Next riddle.
The
The
bear.
bear of wooden rings, an intense cuddler. I like perfect Firefly.
Oh.
The bearer of wooden rings, I would say a tree.
Well, if the rings.
No, okay, so he
Wait,
says tree.
Trees have wooden rings on the inside.
I don't have a clue for intense cuddler.
Vine, tree vine. Because vines, they wrap around.
Yeah.
I will give you one clue just because this is great. Just the second clue just is Firefly. The clue for the second one is Firefly.
Okay, well,
It forms one word.
We're doomed.
No,
Hugs.
the clue is Firefly.
just the okay. So the insect firefly or just firefly?
No, our Firefly.
Okay.
That's me.
You're a clue.
I'm a clue.
Looks at Firefly. Well, do you have any ideas since you're the clue?
The bear of wooden rings. Isn't that someone who officiates wedding?
No, bear. It just means you have them.
And wedding rings can be metal as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hugs. Lots of hugs. Tackle hugs.
Bear of wooden rings.
And it's one word.
yep. Together, each is part of it. Each is part of the word. So it'd be word one. For your instance, the one that you shouted, you said tree. So going with that one, it'd be tree something, or his wedding something.
Tree.
Hugger?
Actually, yes.
I don't know if that's
No,
Tree-
no.
tree hugger.
I'm sorry, but I think we should go with that. I think we should go with tree.
Tree hugger.
Who calls
Oh
it
my
out? That's the one you're going with. Who calls it out?
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Let that be. Yeah, we'll have Adam call it out.
Oh yeah, Autumn calls it out and reaches for hugs.
He laughs as you're correct. It's tree hugger. That's why the second one is the Firefly's the clue, and she kept saying hugs repeatedly.
That's hilarious.
Hugs.
2 correct, 1 wrong. Potentially the last riddle.
Okay.
Lengthy and elven weapon.
Longbow.
Yep.
Did you just shout it out, Amber? Because that's
No,
everything.
Amber would be looking at the rest of the party because of halflings can never use these weapons, so it doesn't work for him.
I would have to agree. That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Longbow.
Sword nods.
3 correct. See simple, fun riddles.
We didn't die.
Thank you. What's your name?
Thank you.
He just and his eyes close.
No.
He begins to snore. No, he begins to snore. He was hanging on as long as he could. He could have said something had you got 3 right in a row. That's how it was scripted.
Aww.
Autumn shakes her
Tree, is
fist.
he?
The door behind him melts.
Amberwyn gives the tree a hug.
Parent. Parent.
By the way, the second he falls asleep, the tree branch lets go of Autumn as she crashes into the ground.
Helps her up.
Jace tips taps his chin as he walks towards the next door and he looks to Sora. You said one of your friends spent time here before, right?
Yes,
Not this one, but a similar.
similar.
Oh, similar.
Autumn stares at her and goes, "You have to introduce me to him."
I believe he would be delighted to meet you.
If this was a similar one, and
Bravo walks through the door.
if he has a clan, maybe there's others that are part of a different clan that come here, or used to.
I would
So-
imagine so. Druids run in families, most times.
You walk into this large stone-carved room, almost like a dome or a full circle itself, and you see this massive pool of kind of floating sphere of water that has tendrils going out, and inside there's almost this like emerald green crystal that's in the center of it. That seems to be druids. I'm going to give this to you, even Jace, because you're attuned with magic. It's emanating some sort of healing magic. It's very ancient, very old. It seems to be what normally powers and creates the healing water. This room is covered in druidic writing. It is very well maintained. However, none of you can read it.
It's the only writing Autumn can read, and she can't read it.
It's ancient druidic.
She would like to try to at least make bits and pieces out if she
Yeah,
can.
you can get really bits and pieces, but none that makes sense.
Which
She
is
tries to
Sora
follow.
takes out a piece of paper, and she makes a ribbon.
Oh,
We
this
c- we-
entire room's covered in carving.
No,
You'll
no,
be
we
here
Did
for,
say
can't.
it'd be
you'll be here for years.
Firefly, we can't. Because we left
We
all
have
our
no
stuff
items.
in the box. We have no items.
No!
No notes. No notes.
Jace, you hear Aquin. Oh god, they're here. Hide.
I'm sorry, what?
You just see, that's all you see.
No, but
Things
what
are
it what it say?
Oh my god, they're here. Hide.
Do I see which direction it went to?
They just seem to vanish.
Okay, because I don't have it prepped. Dang it.
One just calls out, "You should drink! Drink, yes, drink!" The second voice calls out,
No, you
In
drink.
common?
"We do!" Yeah, they're speaking in common.
You drink.
Sure! Glop, 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 glop. It makes the
There-
drinking
there-
noise.
There's an angry, "Wake Skippy up!"
No, Skippy!
We're not-
Skippy is fine. He's good.
We're not here to hurt you.
Speak for yourself.
No, we're not here to hurt them.
He is. Points. To Jace.
To me.
There's like a hand of mist forms over Jace, like the pointer in old school RPGs that would point to him, like, you know, select player one.
He looks
Forms out of
up.
mist.
Huh. How am I here to destroy you?
You want planar knowledge.
Yes, and all the new arcane discoveries of life that may possess its.
We can show you the
Within this
planes.
world,
Just
but-
drink.
No,
We'll
I'd
take you
rather not.
once we have enough.
Autumn squints. What do you mean once you have enough?
Once we have enough, we'll take all of them, and even your Skippy, and we'll go back
Why and where?
to the plains. Obviously, we just told them we were going to show them to him.
The plains
What's
of
your
water.
names?
What's your names?
I am Amber.
You're not a jewel.
I am so. Look at my hair.
I'm Autumn.
A small bit of, like, your hair goes frazzled as steam hits it. One laughs.
My name is Bravo.
Can you please step out so we can see you? We won't hurt you.
Well, we're not hiding. I mean, well, we are through magic, but we're not hiding. We're out in the open.
Could you make yourself visible?
No, well, yes, we can.
Would you please do it? I'm asking nicely.
They start speaking in Aquan again.
What do they say?
Give me a perception check to try to whisper to each other.
Oh,
Okay. I will try to perceive the unknown.
You can't. If
Uh,
one of these things starts to form, as it seems like one of them lost the argument, and there's this small steam mephit sitting on top of the water sphere.
Oh,
That's Tim. Tim didn't get your buddy to drink, therefore Tim has to be visible. Ha!
okay, so
Tim waves.
can I make a nature check or an arcana check?
I'll let you do either.
what is Sordon?
It's a steam
She,
mephit.
she waved at him. It's a steam method.
They're capricious, imp-like creatures native to the elemental planes. They come in, a variety of different shapes. Each one representing a mixture of two elements. These are obviously fire and water. They leave trails of hot water wherever they go, and they hiss with tendrils of steam. Bossy and hypersensitive, they are self-appointed overlords of all methods.
why do you need people and animals to go back?
We need to take over
Take over what?
our friends.
That's not very nice for your friends.
Well, you know what? It is. I mean, if genies can take people, then we can take people too.
Have you heard of genies taking people?
Oh yeah, they got this weird, sickly-looking dude, and a woman, and then there's this really weird guy who is on a lake of fire, as Tim, was soaking in, and he made Tim pee himself when he appeared.
I'm sure he did. My goodness.
So if they
What
can
was
take
this?
people, we can make our own army. Oh, it's in the city of Brass.
Autumn kind of looks at the steam method and
I wasn't
goes,
even lying.
how are you going to get feed and take care of all those people?
Well, obviously that's why we took the animals. God,
Could-
it's like they
How
can't even see
did
our
you-
plan. The others start to appear. Just we see four of them.
Hello. Hi, Tim. Hello.
Tim looks. I'm Tim. That's Vac, Tyr, and Zyron. Hold on, I'm getting it for you, Firefly. I didn't need to ask.
Thank you.
Autumn grins and goes, wait, if you're so worried about the genies building an army, why don't you just take the people the genies have taken and send them back? And then they can't build an
Do
army.
you understand how hard it is to steal from the city of Brass?
No, what's the
No.
city of Brest?
If there's anyone who can, it will be you guys.
Looks to Autumn. Have you met Tim? Tim couldn't get your friend there to drink water.
Yeah, but
What can you
Tim's
tell us about the city?
Tim's
of Brass?
useless.
What? Tim looks and goes, no, it's fair. I'm the screw up. I got my mom, went to the earth elemental plane. I got a little bit of earth in me.
Jace looks around
It's
and
okay.
and in
Sure, you're
Primordial,
just fine.
Primordial, he says, "Is there a Nilith around here?"
God, no.
He looks at Sora. There's no Nilith here.
But my point still stands.
that
You
true?
guys.
Or was he?
That is
did he
true.
believe that? Okay.
At least Jace believes the methods believe it.
Oh no, she was asking the methods.
Oh yeah, they said yeah.
Inside the
They're not.
methods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Autumn points at the
They're obviously the ones putting people to sleep.
Autumn points at the other guys and like, pretty sure you guys could do it. I mean, that's Tim, but you guys clearly know what you're doing. I mean, who's the smart one that came up with this plan?
That'd be Tim. Points at Tim.
Tim, you came up with a terrible plan.
How did you get here?
Walks over, flies over to a thing and goes, watch this. and takes out a gem, and this massive circle of fire opens.
Can we have one?
Yeah, this is how I get home. Takes it back.
Oh,
Jace walks over to Sora. That's it, and like looks to her and says, "Can I talk to you for a moment away from everyone?"
Ooh. Oh, no, it's cool.
sure.
He's gonna ask her out.
Let's go.
Jace looks a little confused and walks away. Gods no, I have many discoveries to hold in. Okay, goodbye. And then he walks away and looks at Sora and like whispers to her and says, "These people know how to get to the elemental plane of fire, and because I sensed water, I'm sure they know how to get there too. Does that mean that we can possibly offer a trade for them?" And by trade, I mean that we tell them to stop, and in return, we get the members of that army and get them out. As that sounds familiar.
It is likely they have seen our friends. Yes, and it is also likely that they feel because the Ifriti captured them that they needed to come here and get people there. But
Well then, if we offer that deal, for them to stop this nonsense of polluting and corrupting and putting things to sleep, that will break two birds with one stone. We stop this, and then we can possibly have a way of travel via, and he points to one of them, and we can go get our friends back.
we could, but
Tyr looks to inside the room as this conversation and goes, points towards Jace as Jace points towards them. He's your Tim, isn't he?
he might be.
They all
His name
nod.
is Jace.
I don't even know what that means!
Vintage Gossip
Why?
22, thank you for joining the adventure.
Welcome. Why would they
Hi.
take a deal that makes it so that their people in their army would go away?
Because they don't need to uphold an army if we rescue our friends, right? That means that the Efreets that taken our people make it seem like their army is weakened and they don't need to worry anymore.
They also mentioned how hard it was, and they believed it, to get to the city of Brass.
Yes, but we have friends that could help us, and they can get us into that area to help our friends escape.
Do you know why the Ifriti are gathering an army?
Tim nods.
Are you willing to tell us?
They start speaking in Aqua to each other.
I'm too
Wait.
far away for this.
Yep, you are.
Autumn looks at the goes,
So they look back and Tim goes, "Why they're taking people?" Well, you see, we're born of two. Points to them, and Tim goes 3. So lowers his head. We need balance. Okay. We go sometimes.
Balance is
we
good.
hang out in the city of Brass. Other times we go to the depths. We go back and forth. The Afridi plan to wage war across all the others. Cause see, and they tap chin. How does time work on this plane again? They start speaking in Aquan to each other again, and look back at you. This many years, and they held up 7 fingers. Someone gave this crazy item to the water genies, and they started waging war against the fire genies. So now they're trying to grab people to fight back against the water genies and conquer all the elemental planes, which,
Jace-
in theory, would blow up everything. If
Jace
it's
runs
nothing
over.
thumbs up.
Jace runs over and he says, "What kind of item?"
Some sort of diamond, green stones, steel souls to absolutely destroy things.
Huh, that sounds very drastic and unlikely to be used by any sort of means that don't pose chaos.
Sorry, you totally believe them. You're enthralled by them.
Oh my god, what a thing!
Jace looks back to
You
Sora and
also
just
believe
says, Yeah, I'm not gonna try to roll insight.
God, please do. You cannot roll worse than we did.
Okay. Let's
I
see.
had a plus
You
7
wanna
and I
bet?
still got low.
I have a 0.
I rolled a 1.
Bravo! You actually even be the highest. You still believe them. So a number of years ago, these stones that steal souls were given to a water genie.
Oh
Who's
no!
been waging war
You just
for
now got
7
that?
years.
The green.
Oh no! I know what these are.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Out of character. In character, I don't think.
Yeah. That's coming back to bite us in the butt.
Every good
This-
thing we do.
This is all
That
your
wasn't
fault.
good.
No, it
That
wasn't.
was-
It was terrible.
That was not
Points and spirits. This is all your fault.
my fault.
No.
No, it's not. There's our friendly neighborhood dragon.
Sora looks to you.
If
No,
someone
no,
just,
not you.
Is there?
this is the remember, like the whole plan was to steal the water genie soul, and then someone else touched them, showing them that they have soul stealing powers, and they weaponize them.
Yeah.
It's been. It's actually not been 5 years. It's been 6 years
It's
since.
been almost 7 years.
Almost 7 years.
So I said 7. Just about 7.
Yeah. Damn. Anyways, back to in character. Jace looks to Sora. I mean, do you have a better way to get our friends back from whatever that hell of a plane that they're on?
Might be nice. We've never been there. I hope it's nice.
Right.
Oh, you they look back and forth. You'll love it. It's warm. It's toasty. You see?
It'll burn your scales off.
No. She likes the hot.
It's nice and warm.
So, go ahead.
Autumn looks at the. How many are there?
4.
There's 4 of them. Autumn looks at the 4 of them and goes, "Look, I know you want to recruit an army to wage war, but on what?
We have
You're-
Tim puts a finger up. We have been.
Okay, Tim, quiet for a second. You
Silence.
Aww. Sora goes
you're trying
over
to
and
wage
talks to him.
war to what? Maintain balance?
Yes.
Because you need both. But that means you're going to be fighting both the fire genies and the water genies.
Which was why we need an army.
Instead of an army, why not go to the adventure guild called the Burning Phoenix and ask for help?
Motions to the fact they're methods.
They have a goblin who works there. They accept all.
They speak in England again, or Aquan again. And,
What do they say?
Jace, you hear, but aren't goblins native to this plane? Yeah, they are, right? They're those weird green things, right? Yeah,
Jace,
they are.
Jason Primordial just says, "Yeah, they are."
Yeah. Tim gives Jace a thumbs up.
Jace awkwardly gives a thumbs up.
It says they're native to your plane.
But we don't judge. If you need help, we will try to help you as best we can.
In Primordial, he whispers to
So,
Tim.
you're adventurers then.
Yes, in Primordial, he
Yes.
whispers to Tim and says, they even take in Drow."
Oh, those things. Are they as evil as they sound?
This one killed someone, so sort of.
See? Evil. Tyr looks down and says, then where's your weapons? Adventurers always have weapons. That's how they kill us.
How did you get in here?
We're not here to kill. We're here to talk.
Walks over. One of them flies over to the wall and literally turns to steam and bypasses through it, and then appears somewhere else in the room, coming through the wall again, like that.
I wish I
What
knew
do
that.
you eat?
The living essence of kind of fire or water. They start chewing on the water.
Okay. Our point is,
Thank you.
we have teleportation circles. Pretty sure you can get to us from wherever.
No, even better. You'll take care of the war. You'll fight. Thumbs up.
We will fight.
We
Well, you said they're your friends, right?
They are.
So generally, I mean, if like see your emotions. If Akers Ron were captured, I would go save them. Sammy kind of does the
I just want to say, first, stop making everyone sleep. That's a start in negotiations before we start agreeing to take anything on.
Well, we don't need an army if we have a strong group of adventurers.
Well, you have to help us first before we can consider taking your offer on.
Help you how?
Stop the sleep spell.
He just said that they wouldn't need us if we took their place, Epi.
I know, but I'm not agreeing to go into war on two planes of existence just right away.
Well, we can't. I can't. That looks at you. Can't stop the sleep spell unless you agree to the deal.
Can you stop the sleep spell?
Oh yeah, it's really easy. Smiles.
Can you show us?
No, then you can just kill us and do it. Yeah, they can literally stop it.
But we don't
That's
have
really
weapons.
cool.
We're going to kill you.
Yeah, that's true.
Motions to the druids.
I mean, soar waves.
Autumn waves.
Motions to
Amberwind
the fact you still have cantrips. These are methods. They are not hardy,
They're really not. They have like most.
and
15
and they do not. When they die here, they do not go back to the plane of existence. They die.
They die. Oh, boy.
So
And I
So-
look through my cantrips and I'm like, wow, most of them are worthless except for 2.
look. Place a bounty with the guild, and you will get adventurers to do the work for you. Simple as that.
I mean, we can even inform Ali of your coming.
Or one of us could ride up it for
But-
you.
Adventurers don't do it for free. You'll have
They
to do
start
something
talking.
for us.
They're talking back and forth, and one flies down and goes, "Who wants to make a deal?" And he holds out a necklace.
Looks just. Oh,
What's
Uh-huh.
that?
can I make an arcane check?
Oh yeah, it's simply arcane. Old magic too, from a different
Ah.
plane of existence.
Autumn sighs. She's been the one who's been pushing forward for this.
Four, I have a question. You're saying it all started because the water plane, the water genies have stones, and if those stones are destroyed, the balance is restored. Correct?
Well, minus the fact that they're been stealing people from all planes of existence. I mean, some of the non-fighting ones are being sold off to the Nine Hells. Tim says. Look all Ballers down there. They're selling people. I
Oh,
feel bad for them. I think
Right.
that singing one, was being eyed up by one of the really bad demons. Its name starts with G, Grubby, Grazzy,
It's out of character.
something like that.
Cruel?
Dear God, nature check
Gromish.
to figure out what that is.
I think I know what he's talking about, but I don't want to say
Nature
it.
it would not be a nature to
Darn it! It's a religion.
I would be religion.
Hold on.
Oh, I have religion.
Goofy. It's gotta
Sarah.
be Goofy.
No, Jace actually gets it. You were close. Jace! There's a demon prince called Grazit.
You mean Grazit?
Yeah, him! Really weird. Kind of like good looking in the face, though.
Jay starts shaking. Oh,
Um,
He likes bards.
oh,
So-
I'm not a bard.
so
Thumbs up for you.
what you're telling us is the inner planes are currently in
I
chaotic.
love John's reaction. It makes a chat.
What do you say?
I'll let you read it for yourself.
Oh fuck. Sorry. Oh,
There goes our PG rating.
Thanks, Bards. Now we're PG-13. He goes, well, no, they always sell. I mean, slaver cities.
Okay.
If you can destroy the stones and take your friends back, the balance will, they'll still fight, but the balance will somewhat be restored. And this necklace, if you guys decide just not to do it and try and screw us over, I'll just summon you to the center of the city of Brass.
Autumn looks around inside and takes the necklace.
Wait, no.
Put it
no.
on,
Wait,
Tim says.
It's very strong magic. I don't think you want to do that without thinking this through first.
Autumn looks at it and goes, I need to end the sleep spell on Skippy, on everyone else. Nature needs to be restored here.
Hold on. And he looks to
He
the
looks-
Emperor.
Tim says, come on, put it on. And he just starts going into the thing of water. And the sleep spell will end. Yeah, if he puts it on, he'll
What will,
spell the sleep.
what will it do to him? Or her?
It just, they'll look over, but he just explained it.
if we try to double cross him, or if we make
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Yeah.
So-
Amber will be
Yeah.
Amber will be plane shipped into the center of the city of Brass.
Not
Amber,
Amber, that'd be Autumn.
Autumn,
What?
sorry.
How's that work?
Jace looks to them and says, so you want us to destroy these?
You want to
Crystals,
rescue
right?
your friends.
Yes.
We want you to end the threat between the planes. Not saying tomorrow, but you need to work on it.
How much time do we have?
As long as he puts the necklace, long as you're willing to work on it, that will trigger.
How do we get in contact with you? Are you going to stay here? Are you going to go back home?
No, we're gonna go back to home. We're gonna go set up a bear trap.
Jace.
They nod.
Jace takes the necklace
Zron
from.
pulls a big bear trap up. We saw where he plane shifted from. He took out a rod. We're gonna see what happens when he comes back.
If you do see him, can you tell him that I said hello?
Of course.
Jace will take the necklace from Autumn.
Ought to be giving the necklace away.
Autumn looks at him and goes, this is kind of my responsibility. I did broach this subject. I
Yes,
can't
but
put, I
my
can't put it on
theory
someone
is-
else.
My thing is, you're not of arcane, and I don't know how well you would do inside that plane that I've studied most of my life for.
You mean
Sure.
in the middle of a city of brass, as they said?
Yes, on the plains of fire.
Okay.
Are you
Is
gonna
there-
put it on, or are you gonna play with it? Yeah, he's just sitting. Tim's looking from behind, like the center of this big emerald
Do-
crystal.
Do you promise to end the sleep spell?
Once you put it on, we'll take it. We'll take our item out, and I'll wake everyone up.
Is there any way that you can tell us how to get to the plane of fire? A way, that easy way.
They discuss. Give me a persuasion check.
Autumn hands it over.
I have a nat 20.
From the
Yes.
nation left. Okay,
one
within
before.
2 games. Within 2 games, take it off.
Yep. Persuasion is 4.
Well, nat 20. That's fine. Nat 20s are auto successes. That's when they're donated, they're automatic successes. So, as they say, one goes over. She takes Tim's red stone, flies it over to you. Once he puts the necklace on, and he holds it.
Deal.
Yeah, Autumn hands it over to Jace. She knows better. She knows the wizards are more likely to get back from there than a druid.
That was also my other. Well, out of character. That was my other thing.
You putting it on?
Looks to the rest of the party. Do we have another choice?
No.
This doubles as getting our friends back also.
Can they get them back?
Can the Mephits? No, they'll be cut down trying to steal slaves. They wouldn't even stand a chance. It would be like sending a bunch of level 1 adventurers into the city of Brass.
I mean, they could technically get Crom back, but they're going to go set a bear trap instead.
They're planning on capturing him.
I'm looking to the
So I
entire
told them
group.
to say hi, and then we'll see how that works.
Can you bring them back?
We'll see how many curse words he says first.
Can
So
you guys keep count?
Jason.
If they give a thumbs up, yes.
Jason's looking to the rest of the group, waiting on a decision before he puts it on. So are we going with this plan? As this seems one of the most viable plans, and step forwards as we have come upon researching to find our friends.
I mean, the only other option is killing them, and they can turn to steam and just disappear out the walls. So that isn't really viable.
And you
We're
don't
not-
know how to put people asleep, and they thumbs up.
Yeah.
A thumbs up. If you wish, I have a spell I believe I can teach you. Let you move through the plains. I think you would like it. I don't know if you're strong enough yet for it.
Possibly not. Otherwise, I would have been to every other place on this planet, studying its whereabouts and all the creatures within it.
Okay, so do you put it on?
He removes his hood, showing his half elven heritage and brown hair, blue eyes, and he puts it over around his neck.
Alright, as soon as he puts it around his neck, the chain itself turns to steam. And Jace, the actual, like, the red gem and the gold setting itself has these, like, small little spikes that point out, like, you know, like almost like a sun, right?
Oh god.
They all
Yeah.
just immediately pain as you drop to your knees, as they literally cut into you and root themselves inside your body.
Oh god.
Are you alright?
I wish I had time to study that first.
You're now basically Iron Man. You have a large red arc core in the center of your chest.
Does it glow?
It does. Red.
You have an arc reactor in your chest. Ah. Sorry, that was out of character.
So the
You're drunk.
Tim
Tony
pulls
Stark. I'm
something
done,
out
sorry.
of the large green gem, and Skippy stirs awake.
Thank you.
What did you do?
Holds this black, looks like a long splinter. It's about 1.5 feet long.
What is it?
How did you make your hand go through the gem?
Steam.
I know that makes no sense. I know that makes no sense, but I can't argue.
Magic. Wiggles fingers. Oh, this? They should have left this laying around here.
They?
Huh, whoever's here first. They had some sort of altar in the back. Secret room.
Can you show us? Do you mind if I take that?
They should get. I don't think you want this.
I wouldn't put it.
This
take
is
it out.
dangerous to your kind. Give me a religion too. Sorry. Yeah, with the nature religion. This is the shard of the Gulfus tree. The original Gulfus tree, which spawned the Blights.
Oh.
Oh.
The undead vampire tree, yeah.
Oh. Sorry, this story.
This is very evil.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'll go put it back. They start turning to steam.
Wait, can you show us where it was, where it goes? Can we destroy it? It might not be the best thing to leave lying around. Why is it here?
Can I study it?
Oh God, please no.
They look back. Oh no, there's some like, you know, druid that was hanging around here. Didn't look too healthy. Black veins, you know, all the good stuff.
Oh, a dark druid. Oh no.
That's racist. Just because his blood is black. call him Dark.
I know
Thank you for the
people-
follow, Tattooed God.
I know Black Dragonborn. No, this I don't.
They prefer darkly challenged.
He really doesn't.
Curtine Draconic, thank you very much.
They come back out. He comes back out. All right, put back at his altar, so he won't notice that we took it.
Okay.
What altar? Where?
What did he look like?
Black veins, evil. Had a maniacal laugh like this. Tim does.
How
Did they
how
hand
long-
over the red gem to the portal gem?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jace stands up finally and looks. You said so he won't notice. When is he going to come back, or how long ago was that?
I don't know. He was here when we first came here. That was like a week ago. He's had some big pot of black stuff, and he was talking to his reflection, which is weird because he kind of had one, but it was fading away. And something about I shall destroy all that live in the city of Windy whatever.
Okay, I think we need to get the elder druids here for a start. Okay, yeah, okay.
I would agree.
So
Mm-hmm.
you guys are gonna want to go. Could you unlock the secret room for us, Dor?
Or stay so we can talk with the other druids. Your choice.
You can make more friends.
Nope, we already. He points to Jace, and Tim goes, "Oh, by the way, your spell, the plane ship spell, that you want to teach him,
Yeah.
that won't work while it's in his chest. If that thing breaks, he's there for good.
Oh, thank you for letting me know.
Thumbs up. All right, bye." They literally open a portal fire over the circle and fly through it.
Wait. Oh, the secret door.
They can't open it. They steam through it.
Did they show us where?
They
it
could
was?
see
I mean,
the
I saw.
on the
mechanics.
right.
Okay.
Some might think you might need to be able to read the writing on the wall. Get it? To unlock the chambers.
I get it.
Who has sending, by the way?
Points to Jace.
Hey,
Jace is never
Jace.
prepared.
I know this. Points to Jace excessively.
Nor does he have his arcade focus. You could
I know.
Still points to Jace.
Why are you pointing at me?
Points at Jace because this seems like a fun thing to do.
Everyone
Jace's
points at
heart beats
Jace.
as everyone points to him. The red gem glows like brighter and flickers.
Oh, it is like an arc reactor. That's so cool.
Oh,
We need
God.
to contact people. I think.
So you guys start heading out.
Unless
Oh,
there's
yes.
anything we need to search.
No, hang on. Autumn is gonna
It's a
wait
it's
here.
a spherical room with like a walkway. There's literally nothing to search unless you can read ancient.
Okay.
Arabic.
Autumn's gonna wait with the tree. Just to stay with the tree.
Okay, that's your choice.
It's a sanctuary. It won't hurt us. Maybe.
It won't hurt you. If the Dark Druid comes back, however.
Yeah, but there's the fact that if she's there and they send to her and she doesn't respond, then they know that the druid came back.
I don't like that idea.
I don't like this plan.
And you're potentially dead.
Like, well, that and like when we. Sorry, I wouldn't say like, but when we went up to the passageway, the other door was closed. How are you going to get out and eat? And you don't have your weapons or your focus.
I'm sure the tree would let me get my stuff and come back. He let
Speaking
the
of
druid
which-
bring stuff in.
Shakes its head.
Speaking of which, Jace runs up to go find his spellbook.
Yeah. So Jace, you get all your items, and the door doesn't open because not everyone's taking their items back as the chest reappears.
Autumn sighs, having to follow, stomping, wanted to spend time with the tree and see if he could teach it languages, and sulks and stops.
Autumn, you do realize you can just accompany the druids when they come down next time, right?
Oh, I'm going to be doing that. I'm not leaving Wildreach. If we're sending a rib here, I'm going with them.
While they're coming upstairs, Jace is jotting down on his map and writing
You're
all
writing
the
everything
notes.
you can, yeah.
And Sora would bow to the trees and
Waves.
follow them up.
We wake all the people up with a couple of slaps.
So as by the time you guys have exited, in there, you guys come out and everyone's stirring up. They're waking up. You guys accompany them back to Wildreach, and that's where we'll kick it back over to Discord. It's already 10 after the hour. We'll be back around 8 o'clock for the next game. That is one success. You guys have one voucher to get to the next area.
Woo!
Thank you, Sev.
Thank you to Mixer. Thank you to the new
Thank you.
follows. And we'll see
Thank you, Mixer.
soon again.
Bye.
Bye.
Didn't meet you yet. Thanks, Martins.
No, that was. Yeah.